year was cancelled around the world. 35 individuals came together with 35 different computers, microphones, cameras, and Wi-Fi speeds to produce a musical like no other. A musical about connections, encounters, and moments which impact our different trajectories, dependent on space and time. This is
The Theory of Relativity.
Person A. Person B. A is walking toward B at a rate of 3 miles per hour, and B is walking toward A at a rate of 2 miles per hour. How fast does B perceive A to be walking?
Newton's first law of motion. A body in a state of uniform motion will remain in that state of motion unless an external force is applied to it.
I am standing still on the Earth. The Earth spins at a rate of 1,070 miles per hour. The Earth orbits the Sun at a rate of 67,000 miles per hour. The Sun travels through the galaxy at a rate of 4,090,000 miles per hour. I am not standing still.
When you're courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. Albert Einstein.
Newton's second law of motion. A change of motion is proportional to and is made in the direction of the force applied. Person A. Person B. If A's position is 7 miles from B, and A is walking at a rate of 4 miles per hour,
and B is walking at a rate of 5 miles per hour at a 45-degree angle to the path of person A.
How soon will they meet? And how will the path of each person be altered by that contact?
If a tree falls in the forest,
Newton's third law of motion. To every action there is an equal and opposite reaction.
and no one's there to hear it,
Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Albert Einstein.
does it?
I'm rubber and you are glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you.
I exist only if observed. I am nothing without you.
I stand on a marble that hurtles through space. My orbit and path are unique. Around me the planets, they swirl and they race, while I watch here humble and meek. I'm held to the earth by a force I can't see, but I strive every day to take flight. I am energy, I am mass, I am light. So this is my journey, my time on this rock. I'll chart out a course while I'm here, with my modest resources and my eye on the clock, my perspective unjaded and clear.
I study the vectors with quantum techniques, and I pray my equations are right.
I am energy, I am mass, I am light as it stays, as it shines, as it light as it pierces the sky. Something awakes, it trembles and simmers, a force that is yearning to fly. But the terrain is unpredictable, complex mysteries appear. There are paradoxes here to undo. And now, relatively speaking, something's relatively near, and I'm relatively certain it's a clue. And it's you on this marble, whirling through space, on the path just as thoughtful and wise. I stand here beside you and I look in your face, and I see myself in your eyes. Now look all around us, more travelers, more eyes, with questions they long to
Block 1 starts in 10 minutes. Don't be tardy to your classroom or Zoom call.
I'm allergic to cats. That's part of the reason I asked to have dinner with you. I'm allergic to cats. I know it's hardly a lightning medical hullabaloo. See, when I was born, they expected me later, so I spent 2 months in an incubator. Ever since that, I can be near a cat. I can tell by your smirk. You think this is silly and borderline phobic, perhaps. But this innocent quirk can cause such a violent reaction, my lung could collapse. So bear with me, sir, this is nothing sordid. Your patience, I promise, will be rewarded. I'm really not bats. I'm just allergic to cats. But Julie loves cats. As you know, they're her passion and joy. She knits them wool sweaters and crochets them hats. For the birthday she sews them their own special toy. There's Meowser, Miss Mew, Cookie Puss, Alexander. Her couch is a playground of pee and dander. Ugh. So I cough and I wheeze, pop a fistful of clerics and teas, try to hide before anyone sees. I'm allergic to cats. For over a year, I've hidden from Julie each anaphylactic display. Oh, cause she's such a dear. If she knew how cats make me suffer, she'd give them away. But she is my world, I live for her truly. Julie loves cats, and I love Julie. So she tickles their toes, and I smile as my throat starts to close. But I vow that she'll never suppose I'm allergic to cats. Well, Dr. O'Hara, I fear that I've buried the headline. The point of the story is murky, I have to concede. I hope that I've shown you tonight I love your daughter with all of my might. So humbly I stand, asking you for her marital hand. Wedded life will be blissful and grand. With Julie and Meowser, Miss Mew, Cookie Puss, Alexander, the Dander, the Pea, and me.
I'm glad you're doing well, Catherine. Now, what is it you wanted to talk to me about?
He made me a cake. The boy I love made me a cake. With his 2 hands. I don't have a technique for a cake. I have a technique for a door. You can open a door with your elbows. The right fabric, a little pressure, and you're good. Silk doesn't work, no friction. I developed a technique in public restrooms. I had no choice. I'd wash my hands, dry them, go to the door, grab the handle, and wash them again. Wash, dry, door, wash, dry, door, wash, dry. You get it. It's called a handle because others have handled it with their hands. Hands I have been. I have no control over where those hands have been. That's why I have the elbow technique. See, the boy I love made me a cake. I don't have a technique for a cake.
So today's lesson, we're going to be looking at the circle. So the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter is known as pi. Do you know what pi is?
Is it 3.14?
Great job, that's amazing.
You just called me amazing.
If I bring him one red rose, he will dance with me till dawn. If I bring him one red rose, I can hold him in my arms. If I bring him one red rose.
You good?
Roses are foolish, dancing's a bore. Love is a concept that wise men ignore. Numbers are perfect like pi equals 3.14. Dreams are unstable, awakened, they're gone. Unscientific phenomenon. Numbers are certain like pi is 3.14. What could be clearer than pi is 3.141?
I'm Jenny.
I'm Sarah.
She's Sarah.
She's Jen.
Been best friends forever, well, since we were 10. Met at ballet class, and ever since then, we became inseparable. The damage was irreparable.
Jen's like my sister,
and Sarah's like mine. Friends till the end of the line.
Had nothing much in common. Loved horses,
loved shoes,
but we were attached at the hip. Jen was like a goddess, my mentor and muse.
She was a nerd and a drip,
but we would be together every hour of the day. People would see us and say, it's Jenny and Sarah,
2 peas in a pod.
Well, if 1 pea was perfect
and 1 pea was odd, first string
and spare
on the volleyball squad. Happy and gregarious,
my thrills were just vicarious. Woo!
She'd point the spotlight,
she'd bask in the shine. Friends till the end of the line.
My skin was just like porcelain, hers was all zits.
My pores were perpetually blocked.
I developed early, she had no teeth.
My cupboard was woefully stocked.
Why would I be seen with such a social refugee?
'Cause you always looked good next to me.
That's right.
So we were Jenny and Sarah,
a vulgar display.
The queen of the prom.
And her weird protege, I starred.
I ran lights
in the school cabaret. I mean, have you heard Sarah sing? Good golly, it's embarrassing. We were contrary forces who somehow combine. Friends till the end of the line.
Then something crazy happened right after 12th grade. That summer I blossomed and bloomed. I stepped into the sunlight after years in the shade, and a beautiful swan was exhumed.
Meanwhile, I was working at the local Dairy Queen and ballooned up to plus size 16.
Jenny?
18. It's just so delicious.
We both showed up to college, and no need to pretend I was popular right off the bat. And everyone was asking, Sarah, who is your friend? The one who's so fat. All this malice aimed at Jenny was quite startling and new, so I did what all best friends would do. I said, I'm Sarah, she's Jenny. We used to be close, now she's desperate and clingy and sort of morose. I heard she gobbles peanut butter parfaits by the gross. In all the world, is there a sight more tragic than this parasite? So that is our story, and ain't it divine? Friends till the end of the whole bitter end. I guess this is the end of the line. just barely 18. They struggled and sacrificed, pounded on doors to carve out the life they foreseen. They fashioned that life out of hope and thin air, a life for the daughter they someday would share. I am that daughter, eternally grateful for all that they gave up for me. I belong to a long line of men, all electricians by trade. My grandfather first, my father then, so proud of the business they made. A mantle is claimed, a torch will be passed, making a family legacy last. So here I stand with my future ordained and the life that is planned out for me. Oh, great expectations, great expectations. Oh, great expectations of me. All of their hardship and every lean year, my parents could see their real. I have a road that's laid out for me. There's one for me, and everything that could struggle I see. The trouble for me is the life that they want is light years away from the life that I want. So I plant a flag because I need a piece of the world I can claim for myself. Oh, great expectations, great expectations. Oh, great expectations of me. I know my path may be humble with bruises and aches. Countless I'll stumble and make my mistakes, but it's time I made choices. It's time that I scream. I want the dream that I dream. I want the dream that I dream. Great expectations. Oh, great expectations. Great expectations. Oh, great expectations of me. Great expectations of me. Great expectations of me.
So you're cruising along at college, first semester winding down, and you're finally over first semester shock. Now the holidays are approaching, so it's back to your old town, back to solid ground, your family, your rock. Yeah, there's nothing like heading homeward to clear the mental fog. The photographs in your memory never blur. So you're thinking about your parents, your sister Beth and Spike, your dog. They're frozen in your head the way they were. 'cause there's a footprint you left there, indelible and deep. It's the core of your identity, the principles you keep. Your footprint, your history, it's who you are. So you run to hug your parents, and Beth calls you a geek. And when you yell for Spike, your dad says, "We had to put him down last week." So you find yourself back at college, kinda shaken, but okay. And you're quickly swept up again by freshman year. There's your roommate who hogs the bathroom, a new paper due each day, and your part-time job as a campus store cashier. Then it's suddenly spring vacation, so it's home you go once more. And it's hard to believe the months have come and gone. You see that familiar driveway, and you open that front door with that overwhelming feeling coming on. There's a footprint you left here, permanent and real. It's your constant, your anchor, unbendable like steel. Your footprint, your history, it's who you are. And the place looks so inviting, it's everything you'd hoped. You ask, "Where's my sister?" Your mom says, "Dear, Beth and her boyfriend eloped." You'd like to think you're enlightened. You'd like to believe that you're flexible and cool. Sure, things will change while you're away at school. But you worry the foundation you've been rooted to so long is somehow less dependable, is suddenly less strong. At least you're not like a tadpole, one of 3,000 eggs his mom unloads, who never gets to know his parent toads. Yeah, at least you're not like that. No, you've still got your footprint on that threadbare welcome mat, and a place to hang your hat. So your life hums along at college, and your worries slowly dim. Opportunities to go home become more rare. You hear your mom has a brand new hairdo, and your bedroom's now a gym. Your dad bought a vintage Chevrolet Bel Air. Then your sophomore and junior classes disappear before your eyes, and you're thinking about a life beyond these doors. Your old roommate is now your best friend. Your latest paper won a prize. You now manage all the college campus stores. Still there's a footprint you cling to. It's something you can't shake. A need that won't diminish, a bond that will not break. Your footprint, your history, it's who you are. And home's a place of comfort where nothing's ever forced. Then over dinner with your parents, they tell you they're getting divorced. Then you have a calm revelation. There as your world seems to blow up in your face. You see that footprints don't belong in just one place. They're in the life you've led, but they're not firmly rooted. They will multiply and spread on the path that lies ahead. Yes, your footprint goes with you. It's something you don't lose. From the family you were born with to the family that you choose. Your footprint, your history, it's who you are. And the universe gets larger, and the cosmos will expand. But one thing never changes. Your footprint is right where you stand.
He made me a cake. You have to understand. It's been a natural progression from bathroom doors to all doors and windows and books and telephones and subway poles and elevator buttons and steering wheels and armchairs and pencils and pens and coloring glasses and plates and food. Oh God, food. Who has touched the food, handled the food? I don't eat anything unless I've prepared it myself. He knows that. He knows better. He's seen the elbow technique. But he made me a cake with his hands. I don't have a technique for a cake.
If I bring you one red rose, you will smell my sweet perfume. If I bring you one red rose, you will gaze into my eyes. If I bring you one red rose. Flowers will shrivel, equations will thrive. Lord Archimedes kept this one alive. He said that pi is always precisely defined. Chaos and order can never combine. It's far too risky when lies intertwine. There's safety in numbers like 3.1415. 9. Some things you count on like 3.1419.
Person A is walking at a rate of 4.5 miles per hour.
Person B is walking at a rate of 5 miles per hour.
Person A is moving with the general flow of traffic.
Person B is moving directly against traffic.
Person B is in the direct path of Person A.
Person A is in my way.
Person B's pace increases to 5.5 miles per hour.
Person A is gonna have to move.
Person A attempts eye contact with Person B.
Eye contact indicates submission. Must avoid it at all costs. Person A must step aside.
Person B's eyes are green.
Eye contact avoided. Power status established.
She looks so confident.
Push over.
A thought hangs on her lips.
I forgot to put on lipstick.
She reaches in her bag.
I hate this color.
She removes the top.
Cranberry kiss.
Her pace quickens with a thump of my heart.
Why do I even have this color?
With delicate fingers, she lifts the red, moist stick to her lips.
Applying lipstick on a crowded sidewalk. What could possibly go wrong?
At this rate, Person A and Person B will make contact in 4 seconds.
Out of my way, honey.
I'll be a gentleman and step aside.
Closing the gap, fella.
But not too far. My arm and hers will gently brush. She'll turn with an apologetic glance. My fault, I'll say. The lipstick has fallen. We'll bend to pick it up, nose to nose. Allow me. I will lift the delicate silver cylinder from the concrete. I believe this is yours.
Well, I hope it's not yours.
She'll toss her hair. We'll laugh. Aha, aha, ha, ha. Our fingers will touch.
Coming through.
One small step to the left and this moment is mine.
That's right, you moved.
Just one small step. Damn, a post.
It's near the post, kid.
It's her, the post. Gotta shift right.
What are you doing?
Collision imminent.
Get out of the way!
Sorry.
Damn it!
I'm sorry, it's my fault.
Asshole.
You dropped your lipstick.
Keep it.
Person B continues on her path, pace increasing. Person A can't move.
My mom and I were always close. I was an only child. See, Mom had lost 3 others before it clicked with me. She called me her miracle mirror for short. And the love in her was bigger than the sea. And she'd say, promise me this, Mira, enjoy your time on earth. Always appreciate the wonder of your birth. Promise me this, Mira, don't waste a single day. Before you know it, dear, it all can fade away. We lived a meager life, but me, I didn't really care. When you're used to having nothing, you don't miss the things you lack. And Dad was a drinker, could not hold a job. And one day he left and never came back. And Mom said, promise me this, Mira, never make a fuss. Your father's journey is somewhere without us. Promise me this, Mira, don't ever miss his touch. It only means I get to love you twice as much. Mom saw no limitation of dreams for me, but she knew a good education would be the key. So I studied hard when I got lost. My mom encouraged me, and in time I won a scholarship to the college of my choice. And Mom was so proud of me, she burst at the seams. When she spoke, I heard the passion in her voice. Promise me this, Mira, don't ever look behind. You've got a chance right now, the future is yours to find. Promise me this, Mira, don't waste a single day. Before you know it, dear, it all can fade away. A few days later, Mama fell and dropped her groceries, but inside we both knew that something more was going on. I prayed for a miracle, I cried myself dry. But 6 weeks later, Mama was gone. Now and then I think of all the things that Mama missed, but instead of tears my heart begins to stir. 'Cause she's the one who helped me see that miracles exist. So I just smile and whisper this to her. I promise you this, Mama, I will make it through. 'Cause now I understand the miracle was you. I promise you this, Mama, I won't waste a single day. And my miracle will never fade away.
You can't make a cake without touching the eggs and the flour and the sugar and the baking soda and the cocoa and the salt and the vanilla. He had to touch the whisk and the sifter, whatever. He had to touch the spoon to put the dry and with the wet and the scraper to scrape the pan in it. He had to touch the pan. And he had to prick with a toothpick to see if it would come out clean. If he even used a toothpick. So much touching. He touched everything. He touched everything with his hands. I don't know where those hands have been. I don't know where those hands have been. His hands. His hands that touch my hair. His hands that touch my face. His soft hands. His warm hands. His hands that hold mine. I know where those hands have been. They've been in my hands. I love those hands. And I love him. He made me a cake with eggs and flour and sugar and cocoa and baking soda and salt and vanilla. He whisked and sifted and spooned and scraped and pricked it with a toothpick. The boy I love is in the next room, and he made me a cake with his own 2 hands. And I'm going to open that door, and I'm going to eat some cake.
Okay, listen, my friends, I've got something to say. Just gather round, I promise later we'll play. I have to explain, things will not be the way that they've been. Things are changing for good, and it's time that I filled you all in. You see, up until now it's been only us 5, but I think we all knew that this day would arrive. He's offered his heart to me, and for once I've chosen yes. I love him, but that doesn't mean I love you any less. You'll always be special to me. You'll always be my main obsession. You must understand that our bond won't diminish at all. But for this plan to succeed, there must be the odd sacrifice and concession. And I hope you can start to make room in your heart for your best girlfriend, Julie, plus Paul. Sure, you might say that he's not exactly a prize. There's that nasally voice and those watering eyes. He runs from the room, holds his throat, and then cries in the yard. He's just sensitive, it's something you'll learn to just disregard. You say that friends always get left behind. It's the friends who get hurt and grow bitter. But I say in this case, my friends, you're respectfully wrong. You say he's really not one of our kind, that he's hardly the pick of the litter. Look, don't judge him like that. He's a real pussycat. Can't we all learn to just get along? He may sniffle a lot, he may break out in hives, but like it or not, he's now part of our lives. In spite of all obstacles, true love survives. Wait and see. This is foolish, I know. This is silly, it's true.
But I guess what I'd like is a blessing from you, Alexander, Meowser, Cookie Puss, and Miss Mew. And we'll be one big happy family. You, Thor, and Paul, my fiance, and me.
Bahua. Fly. Bahua. 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 Fly. Bahua. 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 Bahua.
Awake, you, wake, will you, zoo, 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 zoo,
Hi, sorry I'm late. I was at lunch and I got stuck in the bathroom behind this woman trying to open the door with her elbows. All right, work your magic, Bethany. Keep it simple. No French tips. I don't want to waste too much money on a blind date. Ow. Sorry about those cuticles. I'm so stressed about this date. I've been chewing at them like a dog. I don't know. Should I go? Should I not go? Don't give me that look. I know what you're thinking. Here she goes again, but this one is different. This one is a physics major. Or is it math? Well, it's something smart. I haven't told him what I do yet. You don't tell a physics major that you're studying art history until it's absolutely necessary. A physics major? Wow. I've been doing my research, like Einstein and stuff. I want to have something to talk about tonight. Oh, I'll practice with you. You be him, I'll be me. I think it's incredible that light travels at 1,860 miles per second. Don't you? Did I sound smart? Okay. Oh yes, it is quite a paradox that the speed of light is constant despite the speed of the observer. I had to look that one up. Best I can figure it, let's say a truck is coming at us. And let's say I'm running away from the truck and you're running towards the truck. I'm not sure why you're running towards the speeding truck, but anyway, the truck will hit you before it hits me, right? Now, let's say that it's not a truck, but it's light that's coming at us at 186,000 miles per second. It should hit you first, right? Just like the truck. Wrong. It'll hit both of us at the same time. I know, it doesn't make any sense, but I'm pretty sure I got it right. So, That's the kind of stuff I'll be talking about tonight. Me, an art history major, and him, a physics major. This is gonna be a disaster. That's it, I'm not going. Oh, Bethany, how do you stay so calm in the high-pressure world of nail aesthetics? How does anyone stay calm? Actually, there's a guy in my class. We call him Mr. Golden Boy. He's got the most insane workload. He takes classes all day, and in his time off, he manages all the campus bookstores. All of them, but he's so zen about everything. And I had this friend when I was a kid, Mira. She had the worst life. Her dad was a deadbeat, drunk all the time. I'm pretty sure he left her when she was like 8. But she was always happy. How do they do it? Maybe I should try that whole Zen thing, you know, like choose happiness, create your own reality. This date will be fine. And if it sucks like all the other ones, this too shall pass. Hey, that felt good. You know what? I'm gonna go. Oh, Bethany, you got the best view. I could watch people from this window all day long. Who are they? Where are they going? Where are they from? Oh, check out Miss Power Hair. I'm too busy, so I'm doing my lips on the street. She's gonna run right into that guy. Oh no, wait. He moved. Wait, oh my God. They just ran smack into each other. It was either her or the lamppost. Good choice, buddy. Good choice. Oh, Bethany, I don't know. Should I go or not? How do you know what you're gonna end up with? The last one showed all the signs of being something special. Great expectations, you know, until... You know where he took me on our first and only date? Dairy Queen. At the mall. With that really cranky girl at the counter. You'd think that working around sprinkles all day would make you really happy. Pretty though. I told her that. First time I've ever seen her crack a smile. It was a little ray of sunshine on a very bleak evening. And remember Mike? I made him the most amazing dinner. Candlelight, nice music, oysters. I thought, this is the one. Then everything went south when I brought out dessert. I mean, who doesn't like apple pie? And I guess I'm still getting over that a-hole Ricky from a few years back. How can someone make you feel so good yet so bad at the same time? But it's the luck of the draw, Bethany. You can't win if you don't buy a ticket. You know, I could have sworn my friend Julie would end up old, alone, and knitting cat sweaters, but she just told me over lunch that she's getting married. Ooh, I'll send her to you to get her wedding nails done. I guess if Julie can find one, so can I. And this physicist seems like a good guy. I mean, he's taking me out for dinner and dancing. You talked me into it, Bethany. I'm going. I'm gonna go on a date with a physics major, and we're gonna have dinner and go dancing and talk about the constant nature of the speed of life. Did I say life? Oh, I meant light. The speed of life. Whether you're speeding at it or running away from it, it'll always catch up to you. All done? Time flies when you're having a nice conversation. Oh, Bethany, they're gorgeous. You are an artist. I should write my paper on you. All right. Wish me luck. Hey, maybe I should have gotten the French tips after all.
I mapped out my course with hubris, with force, but the current prevailed. No one said the winds are to guide you. No one said the waves are your friend. So I struggled alone, getting battered and blown around every bend. without me.